Wow, hey internets. I quietly dropped a capsule of denim for my brand Nonbeta, and I just wanted to briefly talk about it here on this video. If you've never heard of me, Jon Phenom, the clothing brand mentor, I've been designing apparel and working professionally in fashion for well over 2 decades. Technically late, like December 2022, but really 2023, I dropped a brand called Nonbeta. You can see it, nonbeta.co, after, or open another tab while you're watching this. And so for the brand, I dropped a capsule of me doing a collection for Nonbeta. I dropped a t-shirt, the Resilience tee, and the number on that is 20. The whole meaning of that is the resilience of us as a world, a country and a world going through everything we went through during that COVID time, and kind of like the bleakness and the worry and the kind of grit it took for all of us to get through that. And so inside of that 20, you see visuals of warfare going on. There's a couple other elements in that t-shirt, but I dropped this shirt. That's the last t-shirt that I designed purposely as a Jon Phenom t-shirt, and I dropped it with 5 pieces of denim. And so the firstborn jean is literally the first one I designed in this collection. It has a custom cell phone pocket, and in the back pockets it has a selvage edge. On one of the back pockets and on the right back pocket there's a almost industrial, very thick coated screen print of a JP butterfly logo on the back pocket. I have the light work jean. This is a 12-ounce denim with a rinse. It's a rinse wash to it to give it a little bit of a worn, lighter look. Hence like the work pair, kind of a light pair of jeans that you use for work like 5 days a week if you're more of a blue collar worker. There's a front pocket, cell phone pocket, and in the back there's just a distressed JP logo. I have the golden jeans. This is a 12-ounce raw denim. It has gold touches of chrome in the rivets and the notions. The zipper is also chrome. You can see that the back pockets are angled, and then we hit it again with a gold screen print on the back right pocket. I have the engineer jean. If you look at the shape of this jean, it's a little bit more of a horseshoe, so I was playing with the pattern here. Low key, if you know, I'm a big fan of G-Star denim, so this is in a little bit a ways of me designing in that tone and trying to be a little bit more technical with the garment. The front 2 hand pockets are angled straight down. There's a cell phone pocket on the front right, and in the back I have pocket flaps, and there's a little suede piece with a deboss of the butterfly logo on the back waist. And lastly, the Ripper jean. This one I literally just went crazy, as if we deconstructed or ripped up a pair of jeans. There's a rinse wash to this for sure. There's a bleach wash to it, but I think it was actually a potassium wash. You see a broken up logo in the back pockets of this jean, and in the front of course we have a cell phone pocket, but the real highlight I think are the manufactured tears on both legs of this pocket. So quick story time. The reason this collection means so much to me is, if you dig deep into my story, I tell you about how I launched a brand in 2007, 2008, and 2009, and it failed at the time. I used the money from my first real estate investment, the first condo I ever lived in. I saved up for over 3 years, and I put most of that money into launching in 2007. And for those of you who are old enough to know, that's when we had the horrific mortgage crunch here in the United States. Is a very depressing time for the country. Is the first financial and economic shakeup that I've ever experienced in my life. Following that time, it was people had lost their jobs and people were having a very hard time getting a job, which is what happened to me as well. I was thinking, what's the worst that could happen? Let me launch this brand right now. I felt at the time I needed to launch it because I was getting old. I laugh about that now because that was so long ago. So guys, you always have time. I just want to say you always have time. Don't be too eager to launch. Make sure you have the right name and the right logo, etc. So that actually does bring me to now. It brings me so much joy as I've launched Nonbeta with a different mindset and initiative. Even losing that brand really made me study the things that I was weak at, which was marketing and sales, and really understand what I had failed at, and made me a better creative director moving forward and getting hired to run brands later. And so now my knowledge base is much more superior, but I had the stock of this denim. So there's just a little bit on the site. The waist sizes are going to be sparse because this is dead stock of when I dropped in 2007. And as you know, we went through like a skinny jean jean phase, and now as I'm recording this right now, the leg fit is baggy as hell. In fact, many people have mentioned they wish that these pants were baggier, but this was tucked away in like my parents' garage back in San Diego, and it was a symbol of failure at some point. And so just wanted to be very open with you guys. So I always said if I ever relaunch a brand, I'm going to drop it onto the new brand as a collab, and so I've done that, and we're here, and people wearing or giving me comments of loving the jeans is insanely fulfilling, and we've come full circle, and so it feels great, especially now with this knowledge base that I have, and all of it now sharing it with you guys where it could be some sort of education or motivator for you and your brand. So that's the story, that's part of the story of the capsule that I quietly dropped on Nonbeta. Whatever sizes are available are there now. If you're watching this way into the future and none are available, this is a collection that I was very proud of, so wanted to put a flag in the sand. Thank you for continuing to watch. If you have a question about cut and sew for denim or any kind of garment, you could drop it all down below. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.